puts up a tough shot. Bounces around. Goes in at the buzzer. Working it down to 2-1. A deep three. Oh!
It's population.
That's how you win a game.
It's population. We hustle every day to find picks. You can tell us if you want to get rich. It's population. We robbing Underdog and PrizePicks. We the best in this biz. You ain't telling us shit. It's population. We love making money quick, fast. Cooking up a team card. The whole crew about to smash. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash. The dopest team you ever seen. Winning money, stacking G's. Bookies setting traps, but they'll never catch me. Some people get addicted like rats to the cheese, but I got one obligation to bring Johnny to his knees. Holding back the props till the morning he knows. They'll be fishing in the shack, plotting nukes with the bros. Only withdraw, never reload. Renovated them out, amigos. We go with honest, we seeking the bloods. We know when the fucking cheat code. Party that I'm sweating, they can't be good for my health. Some may call it making bets, I call it investing in myself. I'm picking props like stocks. Population for the win. Got my sips in by the buzzer now. Let the games begin.
Unbelievable. Just off it. He did it.
It's population. It's population. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash.
What's up, dude? What's happening? What's happening? You awake over there? Late night. What's going on, man?
I mean, what, 9:30?
Yeah, it's late. It's late for us. We're usually here at 2.
Yeah, we're old men now. But no, I mean, tomorrow's gonna be a busy day because yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend, right? We got Tyson and Jake Paul, and then the UFC 309 on Saturday.
Bunk ass Stipe.
Steve, why does everyone hate him so much?
He's just so boring.
He is boring, but I mean, he's a firefighter, man. He means well.
Yeah, it's just everyone wants to see John Jones fight somebody better, I guess. Sick of him winning.
Yeah, and he's dodging Aspinall, but let's see if this
Michael Gates said he's old as fuck too.
Hey, old club here.
He's with us. He said, "Damn, it's past his bedtime."
Old but wise. What do you guys want to start with? Do we want to do NBA and then boxing and UFC? Which one should we start?
Depends on what you want to do, but I feel like looking at NBA probably would be more fun to start with, just because the other stuff's kind of like the icing on the cake.
Okay, let's do it. 11 games. I hate this format.
Is it 11? I thought it was 9.
Yeah.
Look, I wrote 9 on the screen. I thought it was 9.
No,
Damn.
It's 11, dude.
Damn, I better change that. Old people gonna be mad at me.
Yeah, man. This format, it's just, I don't know what it's like. 11 games, then like 3 or 4 games. What happened to? Remember, we used to get like eight game slates and then 7 games the next day.
Yes,
I like it like that. We haven't had a 6-8 game slate in a while.
I know, those are the best ones.
I know. It's a lot to handle when you have 11, and then I feel like you just spread out your thought process more and it gets diluted. And I like to focus in on like a core 3 or 4 games out of a small batch, but we can try to do that for this slate. Just pick out our 3 or 4 favorite ones. But yeah, I think there's how many games start at normal lock? 1, 2, 3 games at normal lock, and then 4 games 30 minutes after that. So it's gonna be over half the game starting pretty early on in the on the slate in the day. So now let's start with this ugly game. Heat at Pacers. Pacers 4.5 point favorites, 227.5 total. And we don't have, I don't think, only thing I saw injury wise, I believe Butler remains out. I don't know the status on. I think Tommy Yaquez is back playing, and then for the Pacers, Nembhard remains out, so we'll probably just get Shepherd starting again. But other than that, both teams are pretty much the same. Let's just confirm. Let's confirm that Jimmy Butler is out.
Sensei Jay said, well, right when I was about to go to sleep.
What's up, Jay? Yeah. Okay, Butler remains out. Jovic available to play, but he's been losing out in minutes. How bad he's been playing. Okay, we got the same lineups here, man. Halliburton did his usual thing, stayed under first half points last game. It's the Magic. Do we want to go back to it? Our old wagon. I mean, Mathurin's just dominating usage, so just taking all the shots away from a lot of people on the Pacers right now. Let's look at his first quarter points.
I just know if they give me a free gimme $50 again, I'm gonna alt his first quarter to 7.5 and take my free 50.
Oh, that's about as free as it comes. Look, this is his first quarter right here.
Yeah, never got it. Yeah, there we go.
He took 3 shots in the first quarter, 0-3, 0 points, and he played 11 minutes, which is unusual because he usually plays 9 to 10. So he's starting to play more in the first. That's the only scary thing if you want to consider the 4.5. I noticed we don't need Action Network anymore. Underrated. I'm an idiot. There's a tab right here on the right side,
and that shows you more of them. Oh, nice. Cool.
It just shows all what's available. I mean, it has every book too for some of the props. Like if we let's go to those points. Like, look at all this.
Perfect.
Has Pinnacle, all those essentials. You know.
Perfect. Got everything in this little app right here. Jalen Carter's here.
Hey, what up?
He said Matherin rebounds.
Let's look at it. Why did he have 21 rebound chances last game? That's crazy. I mean, other than that, he had a 22 rebound chance against Celtics. What changed right here? This is where the switch flipped after the 28. He went from like around 5 rebound chances to 10 plus to 20. I don't know. That's weird. Let's see what the book. It's 6.5 everywhere. Okay. What about his PR?
Michael Gates says OG PRA.
OG. Yeah, Cat's questionable, right? Yeah, man, he's been getting the scoring done. How's he done against the Heat? Not too good, but that's when he was playing off the bench, limited minutes. He's playing big minutes now, right? I mean, he's playing 30, 35. Yeah, 35, 36 minutes. So, how are the Heat against the small forward shooting guard rebounding wise? They give up the least amount of rebounds to the small forward. But I mean, again, you got to take this kind of data grain of salt because a lot of these positions are like, how do they classify for some players? You know, that can play both small forward, guard combos. You know, so. But I mainly use it to look at like the backcourt. Like if I look at both the shooting guard and point guard to get an idea of how many rebounds they're giving up to just the backcourt in general. But the Heat, yeah, they're about average for shooting guards. Which is essentially kind of what Mather is playing right now, right? So, okay. Good call out. I mean, his rebound chances are going way up. I guess what is Siakam, just like chilling, not rebounding? Yeah. Yeah, Siakam's rebound chances are way down, 8 to 9. Can we consider under his rebounds here? What about his RA under? Is he playmaking? He's getting his usual 4 to 5 potentials. Juice on the over on FanDuel for his assists though.
Oh my god, you love that button.
I do. Look at the price shot. Look at this, like because you don't know, whoever's watching, you don't know what book they're in if they are in a book. So
The more you get used to this props madness, the cooler it becomes. As I'm watching you get more into it.
Yeah, it just makes life easier. It puts everything in one page. And I would say PrizePicks is probably gonna bump his RA. If it bumps it to 12, I might have to consider that under, man. And if Mather keeps rebounding like that, rebound chance.
Jalen Carter says Washington versus Atlanta is a game to key on.
Oh yeah, I mean you got two fast teams and no defense. We can just jump to that game if you want. I don't really. This game makes me nauseous looking at.
I mean, I know you usually like to go through time of the game when they're played and you go in order, but switch it up if you want. Whatever feels.
Yeah,
right.
unless you guys like anything else. I mean, I would say like Matherin's killing it. I don't play. But other than that, I don't really play Pacers or Heat. Bam could have.
We haven't gone under Bam this year, have we? We used to all the time.
No, because Jimmy's been out.
Oh shit, AOD's here. He says, "Are we live?" Holy shit, he says, "Are we live late at night?" He's so excited. Everyone's old and awake.
This is real life, AOD. This is not your imagination. 7-20 points. It looks like he got injured last year in that game. 37 minutes, 20 points. Who wants to play Bam? I know Jalen Carter wants to play Bam. It's his favorite player of all time. 35 pure.
That must have not been true.
Yeah, man. I'm good. Man. I will say that Bam has been killing it on fantasy. Like, he's just been crushing his fantasy. But, I mean, this is not the best fantasy spot. Because Miles Turner's not, like, going to be active near the basket. Okay. Well, let me just see. I'm curious now. Wait, they didn't play this year, right? No. Okay. I'm just curious. How many stocks did he get? Yeah, so he got one stock. Yeah, last year against Pacers. So, bye, Bam. I mean, it's a good spot for Tyler Hero. He just popped off, right? But, man, is that high? Now 24.5 points.
Xavier Gordon says Terry Rozier over 16.5 points, maybe? Jimmy's not playing?
I mean, it's a good spot for him. 53 PRA, man, because he dropped 40 points.
Jalen says Jalen says he's passing on Bam.
Xavier, what scares me is Tyler Hero's usage. Let's look at it real quick, man. It's like, I mean, at least that last game, and I feel like the last 3 games, his usage has been, 30% usage rate. Rozier about 17, almost half. That scares me. But it's a good matchup on paper for sure. What's his 3-point prop? Of course, 1.5 massive juice. It's not worth paying that juice. Minus 170, minus 185 some books for over 1.5. Head to head. This is when he was on the Hornets, so yeah, seems like Rozier's just chilling, right? This year so far. Man, is he shooting bad from 3 right now? At least the last 2 games. Maybe he picks it back up. If he can pick back up his 3-point shooting, he could get there. It's a matchup for him for sure. Yeah. All right. I'm good on this, man. Sixers at Magic, and then we'll get to the Wizards soon. I just want to touch on this. Man, McCain had a game, bro. There's no way he sustains this shooting. And Paul George is back and Embiid. So what the hell is going to happen? Like, are they? There's no way they take McCain out the starting lineup and keep Mr. Lowry in there, because do you know what Mr. Lowry did last game underrated?
No, but I bet you're gonna tell me.
He he put up a solid 0 points.
Oh, thought he was gonna say he did good.
No, he played 17 and a half minutes and put up 0 points. There's no way they take. I know. See, the problem is like McCain's not a ball. He's not a true point guard ball handler like Lowry. So to take that's gonna mess things up. Because right now, I mean, I have it where, because Paul George and Embiid are back. I have it McCain, PG, Oubre, Caleb Martin, and Embiid. But then, like, does that mean Paul? If that's the case, does Paul George do all the playmaking then, like ball handling, which he can do? But
remember the day you were saying, Maxey was out, and you were like, Paul George doesn't like passing to centers. What ended up happening that game? Did he not get many assists?
Oh, to Embiid?
Yeah,
they played together, right? Yeah. What did he do?
Embiid didn't do shit, but
he had 3 assists. Paul George.
Okay. J. Cole's here.
What, J. Cole?
He's a late night grind.
J. Cole. Yes, sir. Who did the playmaking then? I guess it had to be Mr. Lowry.
Yeah. Jalen Carter says he's staying away from the Sixers too. A lot of question marks with George and Embiid playing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. And McCain, like, what's gonna happen to him? Yeah, Franz keeps popping off, but this is like about his average matchup you can ask for. Gonna see a lot of Paul George, Caleb, and our boy Yabu, man. He's solid. He's gonna be solid off the bench for them.
Better than Paul Reed.
This feels like a stay away. I mean, only thing I would say is, like, wait for the starting lineup. Like, if they decide to start McCain, like, Paul George is gonna have to play make. This dude don't pass. I mean, this dude just chucks, man. I mean, I said that in the stream last time. I mean, he's getting assists though. Oh my gosh.
Jalen Carter says he wants to see how they play off each other, and then AOD came right after him and said pause.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, this game feels like a stay away. A whopping 213 total. And how are the Magic favored again?
Oh shit, Nathan's here too. Yo, Big Josh. Haven't dove into NBA much this season, but what are the solid edges so far? Man, I think you've profited every day still. I haven't seen a day.
Yeah, well, we've been doing flip a lot, man, because PrizePicks, I mean, you know how they are. They hold out on a lot of players' props, and then I've been going to PrizePicks for like secondary props, like free throws, fantasy. I like the fantasy a lot still because I feel like our projections are more accurate than theirs. So that's but flip has been really good. What's not good is this game though, right here. And guys, how are the Magic favorite with Paul George back, Embiid back? I know Embiid's not going to play full minutes, but even if you get 30 minutes out of him, and then the way McCain's playing, and Caleb Martin's actually been playing pretty decent too. So
I think it's
I don't
moved.
understand.
I think it's moved since you wrote that, because I see Sixers -1 right now. Oh,
I see Magic
Bovada's
on EK,
-1.
so it's a pick 'em. It's a pick 'em pretty much.
Jalen Carter says Embiid does more playmaking than Lowry or George.
He does. He can, but in his limited time is enough. Like, I mean, I guess they could just run the offense to him in the high post, but you need a point guard. You need a ball handler. I guess it's gonna be McCain. There's no way they start Lowry.
Nathan says, good stuff. Need to hop back in the cord. Fliff and Books way better than PP. Yes, they are. PP is the fucking shit on my shoe.
Oh, yeah, and Nathan, we've been smacking on UFC, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, he hasn't been around.
You gotta get back in there.
Yeah, you've been sweeping. I think 2-3 weeks in a row. Xavier
Yeah.
Gordon says Goga over 9.5 RA. Is Embiid shutting this down? Question mark.
I mean, the rebounds should definitely be there for Gogo with how active Embiid is, right? Because it's gonna be a lot of short misses, rebound opportunity. But can Gogo stay out of foul trouble?
AOD says, I think Josh is Elon's robot. That was a good one.
He made me, and I showed up here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't looked at Gogo's foul rate yet this year, but
Gates
I feel
just
like
wants
he can't get foul
Kessler to
trouble
play.
from what I remember.
I think Gates is mad that Kessler's not playing tomorrow.
But he's got Gogo.
Yeah, Goga versus Embiid, he said.
Yeah.
AOD says he's kind of tipsy from the bar, so we'll be ignoring a few of your comments, AOD. So.
Okay. You're good, bro. You're good.
But keep on coming with them.
Yeah. This game, I agree with Jalen. Like, there's a lot of unknowns with Paul. We haven't seen Paul George and B play with each other enough, and then we don't know what's gonna happen with McCain's role now. And yeah, I mean, Franz is still like tearing it up, right? We talked about this last stream, and his usage rate is off the charts, man. But yeah, he's steady 35+% usage rate every game. So, but his lines, what are they now? I mean, is he more than 26.5, or is he's been sitting at 25.5? Yeah, now they finally moved him to 26.5. So, how's it his playmaking? I feel like he's been steady with that. I mean, he's bringing the ball up, he's setting the offense. He does a lot of driving kickouts too. Very similar to how Paul George is as well. So, yeah, it's a really mid matchup though. I mean, the total suggests it too. It's a massive pace down spot for Magic as well. Sixers have been running second slowest pace even without Embiid all season. Now you bring back Embiid, that's just gonna put them at the floor, like last place, because Embiid, when they have Embiid, it's always the slowest pace because they like to run the half court offense. So I get it. I get the low total and Magic with their offense not having Bankero and how bad it's been. Feels like a stay away, guys. Pistons at Raptors. K did his thing, and Malik talked about on stream. Dude, that guy chucked from three, man. He took so many threes, like I said. I underestimated. I said he's going to take about 12, 13. How many did he end up taking? He took 16 threes. He went 8 of 16. That is insane, man. Yeah, THJ is out again. So you're going to get heavy minutes of Malik and a lot of three-point shooting. If you can find his three-point attempt prop, like on PrizePicks, I would consider that. But they still kept him at 3.5, man. I would take it, dude. I mean, if he takes, minimum he's gonna take 12 again. Now, a lot of it depends on Ivy. He's questionable because he missed last game, but I saw in the report he's officially questionable. They already ruled out THJ though. Another thing I noticed about Malik is he was pretty active on the glass too in that game. Yeah, he had 12 rebound chances. We know he can rebound at times, and then he's picking up some assists too, passing it off when the shot wasn't there for him. And then Cade did his thing. No surprise, man. We said the usage rate is going to be crazy without Ivy. So if Ivy's out again, guys, what do we do? Do we pay the tax on Cade? I think I might just ult him down again. I ulted his RA down last time. I felt really confident on that because the rebounding is going to be there. 7 rebounds. The assists are going to be there. He's so steady with the assists. I might just, with how Juice's lines are, just ult him. If Ivy's out. If Ivy's in, then I might just stay away. But you got to consider Malik here for his three-point shooting. If you're into three-point props, it's all his volume is. Taking, he took 17 total shots, and 16 of the 17 were threes. So, and then I never mess with Tobias. How do we feel about any of the Raptors here, man? Pirtle. He's been kind of quiet, hasn't he? Yeah, he's been quiet. Is this a wake up game against Duran? Favorable matchup. Played like shit against him last time he played last year. 4 points in 35 minutes, Turtle. Pathetic. And then RJ. I saw it quickly he's out, so man, he did nothing against Milwaukee. 31 minutes and 7 points. He kind of cooled off, didn't he? And Dick is going up and down like usual. Dick, like, he's either going to be 14, 15, or 30 plus. That's Underrated's other favorite player. So, yeah.
Why are you calling everyone else's favorite players out?
Can we? I mean, I just take it every time, every slate. RJ's assist under. Is this the okay spot for that, or is it scary against the Pistons? I mean, he's just staying around lately around 7 potentials, and especially with quickly out, Davion dominates the playmaking. Like Davion Mitchell sits around 15 to 20 potentials, so I don't know. It's a pretty soft matchup. It could be a little bit scary if he just gets like a high conversion on his assists. But they keep leaving his assist prop at 5.5. They won't move it. The books won't budge on it. They won't put it to 4.5. I don't know. It's just scary given the matchup. But something to consider. I don't know. He's just not. Some games, I mean, like here, for instance, he had 12 potentials, but they're just not converting. His teammates aren't getting it done. He only had 3 assists on 12 potentials, and then he had 4 and only 7. But a lot of times it's just 7, right? 7, 7, 7. And then, but earlier in the season, he was pretty consistent at like 13 or 14. So, but yeah, that's all I got for that game, man. Did I miss this game on my list here? Oh, you know what? It's just probably just the props that are available. Do we have props to the Hawks game? Okay, cool. Let's talk about the game. Wait, no. Raptors Pistons. I messed up, man. I left the Magic up here. My bad. Okay. Here's the game, right? For overs. Alright, start with the home team, Hawks. They're running the second fastest pace here. Let me double check the updated data. Third now. And then the Wizards are 2. We got the top 3 in pace. It should be like 108 plus, 108 to 110 possession game here. Trae Young's back, so that means, yeah. So here's the thing: DeAndre Hunter's back too. He's not on the injury report, but in the past, at times, they used to like running DeAndre Hunter off the bench, kind of like their second unit guy. I wonder if they just, because he hasn't played in a while, I wonder if they just have him come off the bench, because how well Zachary's been playing as a rookie and like starting. They don't want to mess up the flow. I'd watch out for that. We probably won't get it till we get the starting lineups. Any idea on it? So might help out with props like for overs or unders. Yeah, because he would, if DeAndre Hunter does start, he's gonna take Zachary's spot here. But other than that, everything's the same. Dyson, the Steel Master here. Let's look at his steal prop. Sure, the Wizards are giving out steals, right? To the backcourt? No? Pool's not turning it over? Guess not. Average. Let's look at his steal prop. And then Trae Young, does he come back? on fire. Some players do really well from a break. I don't know, like clears the mind, but others come back cold. But we could try to find data on him when he's missed extended time. But let's look at head to head. 35 minutes, 23 points last year. 30 minutes, 26. 40 minutes, 40 points. 36 and 21. Looks about like Trey's numbers here. I bet his assists are pretty solid though, right? At least 10 minimum. What are the Wizards giving up the most right now to his position? Wizards are getting killed in the paint. Wow, I didn't realize that. That changed. Like they looked improved from last year, but they looking like their old self. So, man, yeah.
AOD says the Wizards give up their asshole.
Pause.
They do. Pretty much every hole, like every position. They give up the second most to point guards. They're top 10 to second most to power forward. Sixth most to centers. Yeah, I mean they're bleeding, guys. This is ranked on fantasy allowed. So I think fantasy. This game could be a lot of fantasy goodness. But I think guys that are going to be scoring near the basket are going to have the best time here because they're about average on 3-point defense. So that's going to be like guys like Clint, obviously, and then Jalen and Dyson. I think pretty sure Dyson likes to get it done near the rim more so. Yeah, see, 28% of his is in the paint, and then 44% of his points are near the basket. So Dyson should have an easy time scoring. How about Jalen? Jalen likes to shoot a lot of threes at times though too. So I would say Clint, Dyson, Jalen have a really easy time here. Kongwu should have a solid matchup here. He's gonna be going against J-Val off the bench. Because he's a good shot blocker, but I guess he's just getting cooked. J-Val too, so no surprise. I would say, man, like all these guys' fantasies are live. They're just gonna be super juiced because the matchup. I'm sure their fantasy points are gonna come down because Trey's back, but let's see what they put Dyson at with Trey back. Hopefully they lowered it enough. Like he got all the way up to like 32.5 with Trey out. Let's see if they put it back down to like 30.5. That'd be nice. Because I have him projected for 33 at 34 minutes, so that'll be solid. And Jalen, they'll probably put. He's been at 42.5. Yeah, they'll probably put him around there, but. I just want to see what are they giving up power forwards rebounding wise. They're giving up the most rebounds to power forwards. Yeah, this is just overall a great spot for Jalen, man, for sure. PR 29.5. How you do last year? And let's see, it's just a completely different front court. It's not even worth looking at last year. Maybe just the rebounds are already straight up, man. Oh yeah, they played the Wizards twice already, right? This season. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, we took fantasy a lot in this matchup. He had 17 rebounds. And Trey played.
Xavier says, what kind of parlays do you usually lock? 2, 3, 4, 6?
On like PrizePicks, I like to core like my favorite ones like as 2-pick, and then I'll do like a 4-pick power if I feel really comfortable on 4. But if you're saying like on a usual basis, it's like 2 picks on like the core plays I like, and then on books and like Fliff and all those, like it just depends on what I can get it to a certain value. Like if I wanted to get it like plus money, if I can just like add one more or something like that, just increase the payout. But that's usually around like a three leg most for that. Yeah, but I mean I'll do for fun sweats on PrizePicks with people. I'll do like 6 picks for fun because it's just fun to hit the 6 leg on that, right?
Big Kev's here.
What's up, Big Kev?
He said Embiid under PRA, and the AOD says Embiid is cooked.
It's cooked. How do you do last year, man? I'm sure he cooked them. He cooked everyone last year. 52 PRA. What's his PRA, guys? What is it? 30. So it went up. Wasn't it 36.5 last game and went up 1 now? I don't know. Look out for any reports on his minutes if it's gonna ramp up or not. Oh, we looked at this last stream. How quickly did they ramp his minutes up? Because he missed really extended time last year. We looked at, and then he played 29 minutes. Let me put a beat here. It was April, I think, right? He played 26 minutes. He played even less. Was it? Well, it wasn't a blowout. So he missed. He got injured in that Golden State game, January 30th. And then he came back in April. Played 29 minutes. Then the next game, 2 days later, they ramped him up pretty quick to 33 minutes. So I'm going to put him at this game. I think was probably because of blowout, I imagine. He only played 23. And then 3 games later, he went all the way up to 36. So they ramped him up pretty quick. Within a week, they ramped him up to about 36 minutes. So I'm gonna put him at like 32, 33. It's kind of scary, man. If he plays 32, 33 minutes, but I didn't watch the game. If you guys are saying does he look cooked? Does he look out of shape? I mean, here he missed what, 4 months? 3 months? No, 2 months. 2 months. He missed 2 months and came back and he was dropping. He wasn't getting the RA. He was rebounding. It took him a few days. But then he started, he was dropping 30 plus points. Looks like it took him about 3 or 4 days to get his feet under him. At least last time he missed extended time. Yeah. Goga's not he's not a slouch defender and he eats up space. But if he gets in foul trouble, I mean, you're gonna have to rely on Mo Wagner to hold it down, and then Jonathan Isaac to come in with help defense. So that'll be scary. Mo will just get absolutely cooked by Embiid. That dude's a traffic cone for sure. So, but yeah, I'll have to go back and look at some of the last Sixers games, see how they looked. Where were we? Oh, Hawks, Wizards. So what are we liking here? I mean, we have 2 game sample size. Jalen killed the PRA both games. Crushed it. And only difference is that Okongwu was out for the first meeting. And then the second meeting, Daniels was out. So at least 2 key contributors, especially to RA, were out. Also, Hunter was out for both games, and Hunter's back. Even though if Hunter comes off the bench, he's still gonna chuck, and he's gonna overlap minutes too with these guys, some of these starters. So, but if he starts, that's another thing. He's gonna chuck. You'll have to see on that. But I mean, Jalen was super consistent at least. I mean, even with this, no matter who was in or out, but he had some. I mean, 2 of his best games besides that Celtics game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go fantasy 1. If you don't have access to fantasy, then I would consider the PRA RA form here, or just the rebounds. If you want to correlate, if you want to pair maybe just Jalen's rebounds with they didn't put his rebounds at 9.5 today. Oh my gosh, they did. If I would do that, I would alt it, like, because he's always been 8.5. It's just given the matchup and pace. Trey, if you want to correlate, just do like Trey's assists. Was it 11.5? Is it 10.5? Oh, okay, it's 10.5 in other books. Pinnacle, BetMGM are good prices. ESPN Bet is solid. Bet 365 if you have that, minus 135. That's probably the best price. I think Jalen has access to Bet 365, so yeah, minus 135. That's solid. 10.5. If you want to correlate that with not correlate, but just pair it with Jalen. We won't have any overlap of like Jalen's RA with the playmaking Trey. Dyson, what's the steals? Steals are only 1.5. He just played his team. He had 3. Look at this. 3 games in a row of 6 or more. It's crazy. I'm not a stock better, but this guy has been one of the most consistent pickpocketers I've seen in a while. So 1.5, man, it's not bad. You can even get it at minus 150 in some books. He had 3 against him when he played him. The only games he didn't clear it, and he had a minimum 1 steals. I mean, he played 24 minutes in one of them, 25 in the other one, and then he played 34 minutes. He only had 1 against OKC, and it was a blowout. But yeah, the other 2 he didn't get it. He played minimal minutes. But if he plays his 36 minutes here, I don't mind it, man. Or I mean, even his rebound is just so inconsistent because Jalen Johnson eats up so many rebounds. And his RA is just not worth it because Trey eats up assists, Jalen eats up rebounds, and then Okongwu eats up rebounds when he's in, and Clint he hasn't been rebounding as much, but he's picking it back up somewhat. He started the season. I mean, he had this stretch. It was like 4 or 5 rebounds because Jalen was just gobbling it all up. Like that Wizards game, 4 and 5 rebounds because Jalen got them all. What do you have? 10 rebound chances. That's low for Capella. 13. Point wise, solid. 16, 12 points. I don't mind the points again for Capella here. I mean, look at the especially with Trey back. I mean, Trey's just gonna help him even more because Trey finds him, sets him up. So, and how many minutes? 25, 24. That's solid for him. A lot of good options here in this matchup again for the 3rd time. Poole had a good game, both games. But was Kuzma out for those games? Kuzma was out for one of them. Okay. Oh man, we should have took the Kuzma under PRA like I said last stream. It came through. He finished with, what did he finish with? 18. His line was 26.5. He played 25 minutes. But they got cooked. Like how many minutes did the other starters play? Yeah, low 30s. Yeah. Wouldn't be dropping 50 on him. He dropped 25 points in 40 minutes. First time around. I'm just gonna stay away from Kuzma. I don't feel good about the under or the over. Prime matchup. But minutes, we have no idea. He could play 25 or 26 minutes again, or you could play, they could ramp him up to 30, low 30s. We have no idea, and then we just get cooked if we take his under in this matchup. Kalabali, I've been taking his first half fantasy. Like, he's just been crushing that every game. I'll show you guys real quick. Those who are playing on FanDuel, or I mean PrizePicks. He's just so consistent lately, man. Like, and they keep putting his line either at 12.5 or 13.5. I'm sure it's gonna be juice in this matchup, though. He had 26.5 in the second meeting, 3 in the first one, though. But yeah, 26. But yeah, he's just been really solid overall. I mean, he had 2 bad games out of all the games he's played this season so far, but he's cleared it in every single one but 2 games. Because like I said, they've been putting him at 12.5 or 13.5. He's just been super active in the first half, and then he tends to die a little bit in the second half. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. See if they juice him tomorrow. If they put him at 13.5, you can definitely consider it due to this pace. And he's been playing steady 19 to 20 minutes in the first half. And that's pretty good. That's solid. So all of his minutes are pretty front loaded in the first half too. So mark that down. Other than that, how do we feel about good old Poole? He got his points in both times in this matchup, but one of them, like I said, Kuzma was out. And Carrington's kind of stopped at the playmaking lately, right? I mean, it's still there. It's still pretty steady. Potentials have gone down a little bit. I know Poole's been picking it up on the playmaking a little bit more. Because his RA has been pretty solid for that stretch of 4 games. And then now with Kuzma back, it could be a little bit risky. Yeah, it was nice not having Kuzma there. So, I mean, but Carrington is looking to pass first. Poole's points are pretty low. I mean, it's funny that they have the juice on the under too. A little bit, slight juice on the under. It's just he's just so inconsistent, man. You don't know. Yeah, you just don't know with them. I don't like to bet on like super. I mean, no player is like 100% consistent, obviously, but like there's levels of consistency and inconsistency, and he's definitely on the lower, on the inconsistent side. So yeah, I'm probably good on the Wizards. I mean, it is a good matchup though, especially for the backcourt. So Poole, he's been getting a lot of stocks this year. This is his stocks. I mean, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 7. Had a couple games where he didn't get any, but 4, 2. I got at least 2 or 3 when he played the Hawks this season. So depending on what his fantasy line is, I think if you're too scared to just take the points because of his inconsistencies, I mean, like I said, the playmaking has gone up for him. I think he's at like 1.26 per minute now. Yeah, 40 fantasy in this matchup. I mean, he had to put up 40 in both meetings. I'd look out for that. So you don't have to just rely on his scoring. He had, in both those games, he had 45 and 37.7. 5 and 9 assists. The assists have been there. It's just scary though, because Carrington's gonna have like 5 or 6 minimum, and then if Kuzma has a spike assist game randomly. But yeah, he's had 11 and 15 potential his last 2 games. I don't know, like, what changed here, because like he went to the stretch where he had like 6, 5, 5, 6, and now all of a sudden he's back up to his double-digit potential. Maybe he's just shooting less. But no, because that Spurs game he went off, right? Like he went off at like 40 points, 42. Yeah, I guess he was shooting less in the other games though. Yeah, so maybe the fantasy, because if he decides to pass more instead of shoot, I'll just put it on there. It's a favorable fantasy spot. I mean, Hawks are giving up like top 5 fantasy to point guards, so let's see what it's at. I think it's been at 35.5. If it's at 35.5, that'd be really favorable. I'll probably take it at that max level. Is that it? What, you guys like anything else? Wizards low on poverty lineup. Oh yeah. Funny Io. Oh, let me put Jalen. I'm gonna do his alt rebounds, I think. And then what else did I have? Oh,
Nathan says, I'm going to have to rewatch the stream later from the start, but is there any fliff/book stuff to hop on before the morning?
I get some UFC stuff. This sorry, this is the first time going to the slate. I don't like literally first time looking at these games. What did we already talk about? Maybe alt. Maybe let's just do like a quick alt because I haven't got anything in depth. I'm gonna do let's alt Dyson down to what happens if we alt him down to 1 steal and then alt Jalen Johnson's rebounds. If we just do a stack on that game, a single game parlay. Actually, let's just take the minus 155 is not bad. He's gonna get 2 steals. Let's alt Trae Young here. Oh, the flip is actually not bad value because we saw a lot of books he was at 11.5, right? And the juice, it wasn't like crazy juice on the under, so right. I guess some DraftKings like minus 142. So these other books might come back down to 10.5. But then they'll just have like juice on the over. So this could probably get up to that, but probably 9.5, minus 245 is pretty good. And then Jalen, what's his rebounds? Sometimes the rebounds with the alts, they can be pretty stingent on. Like they don't give you many options. Is it worth it than minus 300 for 7.5? I mean, the pace, there's gonna be so many shots going up, but there's quite a bit of games where you did not get that, right? But he almost doubled it in both meetings versus the Wizards. What does that put us at? Plus 210? And then if you don't want the steals, I mean, we could take the steals off. And it's even money, straight up payout, minus 115 for Trae's assist and Jalen's rebound. And if we want to stack Poole's points here, we alt it down because we don't trust them. Or Clint. I think he could get it done with scoring for sure here. It sucks. Yeah, I wish they gave us like an alt line at 7.5 points. But when they do that, they know it's this is Carrington. When they do that, it's a favorable line there. See that's what I was looking for, 7.5. Okay. I don't mind that. Plus 140. Yeah. If you want access, I think this would be a good game to do single game parlays because the more you stack in a single game parlay, bigger boost you get, even with like worse odds on a line. So, is that what you find in your experience underrated as well?
What now? I missed it.
If when you do single game parlays, your payout boost is a little bit better, even with like worse odds.
Definitely. Yep.
And this would be the game to stack for overs.
Just have to remember that one thing. Like, remember, if one of them don't play, your whole thing's void.
Right. Oh, that's the word. Yeah, that's the bad thing about the single game parlay. That's a good point. So be careful with that if you do those. Yeah, we'll avoid the whole ticket. So yeah, it's not bad. I might do some single game parlays with this game. There's another good game with a really high total for those who like overs, and that's the Bulls Cavs, but it's just a high spread at 10.5 points. But we just saw this matchup, right? So I think there's like 2 to 3 games on here where we just saw the teams play each other. Like literally their last game was against each other. So I hate attacking those games because it just gets in the mindset and messes up whole process and thinking. But yeah, I think those are the 2 highest total games at 236 by far. Like there's no other games over 230. So, but this one, yeah, it's a good single game stack. Might like even throw, if you want to get crazy with it, more degen. Might throw pools points in here at 14.5, and then throw in Dyson at 0.5 steal. Get us up to plus 250. There you go. All right. I usually rarely go over 5 leg on Fliff, because then you're just getting crazy degen with it. But and I'm just doing alts right now for now because I haven't spent time, sat down, looked thoroughly through each game. So just want to get on and get through these games tonight before tomorrow, because it's just going to be so much news coming in. It's going to be a lot to handle. So get a good head start tonight. Yeah, but speaking of the game, Bulls and Cavs, man. Just saw this game. And Garland played like shit. But Donovan went off. No surprise against the Wolves. What was it, on Monday? Yeah, it was on Monday. Yeah, Donovan went off. Giddey had a ton of fantasy. Yeah, Garland shot like shit from 3. He was like 1 of 5. Only 5 assists. It's just like these two, Garland and Mitchell, just completely ruin each other when one of them has a spike game. So it's pretty much like they've turned into like the Jaylen Brown Tatum effect. So pairing, especially, I mean, just like in the backcourt in general. And then yeah, Kobe White had an average game with 20 points, but he got done in the RA. Levine had a solid game. Levine's coming off a good game too against the Knicks. So I'll say this, man, the Cavs are just getting torched by guards. Like absolutely torched. I mean, I don't know if this is up to date yet, but yeah, they're still number 1 points allowed. And look at McCain, career game, 35 points, went off. I mean, every guard is just torching him. I don't know what's going on, man. It was like Donovan Mitchell just taking easy on defense and then not playing defense, save his energy for offense. That's what it seems like. Garland too. I mean, they don't care, and maybe it's just getting a funnel effect too, right? Like everything's funneling to the perimeter because no one wants to go down low and mess with the Twin Towers and Allen and Mobley. We saw that with the Heat over the years, right? They were a funnel defense where they were just getting torched on the perimeter. Everyone was just driving and kicking it out. So all the shot volume and scoring was from the perimeter. So, I mean, yeah. Again, Kobe White, Levine, either one of them could have a solid game here in this matchup. But how much the Cavs are getting absolutely torched. And we just saw this matchup, and Levine had 26 points. I think he wasn't even playing that many minutes. 36, okay. So he's back to his normal minutes. That was the game, his first game back to normal minutes, because he was playing low 30s. Dame had 36, 41. Brunson was the only one that didn't do much with this because Cat's just dominating the usage there. Yep, McCain 34, Schroeder 22, even
Kevin
Potts had
Gates.
14.
Gates said he can't play this one.
Play what?
I don't know. He said can't play that game.
You can't play the Hawks game?
I don't know.
I mean, Alvarado even had 27 points. Suggs 28. Yeah, guys. I mean, what's Levine's line? It's only 20 and a half. With his shot volume, man. As long as he takes 20 plus shots and doesn't take this like BS like 12 to 15. Yeah, I think it's worth a shot, man. Because he's been hovering around 19 and 20 and a half, but this is a good matchup. It's pace down. Oh no, because the Cavs, yeah, for whatever reason, the Cavs are running a faster pace this year. They've always been a slow pace half court offense with their two bigs, but a lot of the offenses has just been running through Garland and Mitchell in the guards. So yeah, Levine should have another good game here, as long as it doesn't blow out. It's 10.5 point spread, and Cavs still undefeated, right? 13-0. The Bulls almost got him though in that game, man. They were leading all the way towards the end, and the Cavs came back and won because of Donovan. What Nathan? What or Gates? I can't play that game. Can't play which game? The Cavs game? If we're worried about blowout, although we just saw them hang, but maybe that was because Garland had a bad game and they had to rely all on Donovan. But how was Levine in the first half? If we want to just go first half, he had 19 points in the first half against the Knicks. Sheesh. 13. I mean, if his line's 10.5 points, consider that. And you feel comfortable with it if you want to spread out exposure, if you're worried about blowout. Hopefully it's just 10 flat. No, nor me, man. Do we have his first half? Okay, yep, 10.5. I think it's in play as insurance policy for protect yourself versus blowout. But I think as long as they can make it into the fourth quarter, you can still get to that 20.5. Kobe, what's Kobe's line? Pinnacle has a little bit of. Pinnacle is the one with the highest juice on Levine too, by the way. Kobe dropped 20 in this matchup. Okay. And his RA's been pretty solid. I mean, there's a lot of juice on it. Minus 140 on the over 7.5. Okay. Jared Allen did nothing in this game, right? Absolutely nothing. I think he's still dealing with that injury. Calf injury. He had 5 rebounds, 9 points, 2 assists, 26 minutes. Took his live under that game, I remember. I need the step. I think he's talking to you, underrated.
I think he's talking about wanting some step ladders. Maybe. Or he forgot to put the H. I need some Steph. I don't know.
Steph? Man, I don't know, man. Sky Pippen is a legit defender, man. Nets at Knicks. We can't touch this game because Clax is questionable and Cat. So, but both front courts are questionable. That would change the whole landscape of this game if both of them are out, or especially if Cat's out too. So Someone brought up OG. I think yeah, you can definitely consider him here. If Cat's out. But this is gonna be a pretty slow game, man. We got the two slowest teams going at it. I'm surprised the total is even 215. To be honest, it should be like 208. But I guess Knicks' offense has been pretty efficient. But yeah, these are the bottom two pace teams. The Nets defense, man, it's underrated. They've been solid, especially on the wing and perimeter. So that's the only problem with OG. We just have to wait and see on Cat. Right. I can't. And I haven't really even been playing Knicks that much to begin with. So if Cat's out, do they start Sims, I guess? Because Mitrov is out for a while. Yeah, let's wait and see. Cat's out. Josh Hart's lines are going to be crazy. Again, we're going to have like 13.5 rebound line, right? Do we even have his rebound line right now? It's only 9.5 right now. Man, if you want, roll a dice. Take his rebound. I mean, Sims is not a slouch on the glass, but like, I just don't think Sims can play that many. He definitely won't play as many minutes as Hart. So there's gonna be a lot of minutes where Hart's out there, probably playing at the 5 down low a lot and just eating on the glass, man. So yeah, I think I see this juice coming in on some books. FanDuel is a good price right now, minus 115. Everywhere else, the juice is coming in. Pinnacle is at minus 129. Some places have it up to minus 135. So maybe people are anticipating Cat being out, but this is the first time he's popped up on the injury report this year and has a Q tag. So who knows? Can't predict it. But if you want to roll the dice and get the value, because that would definitely go up to 10.5 if not higher once Cat's pulled out. That's it other than that for this game for now. Thunder. We got next Lakers Spurs. Rui popped up with a questionable tag. Man, if he's out, front court gets even thinner because no Vanderbilt, no Jackson Hayes, no Christian Wood. It's just Coloco behind AD. And as a result, LeBron's been eating on the glass whenever AD's out because Redick's been staggering his minutes with LeBron and AD's a lot. And LeBron, what does he have, like 3 triple doubles in a row now? Or am I tripping? Yeah, 12, 10, 12 rebounds. Yeah, 3 triple doubles in a row, 13, 16, 14. We talked about this last year, man. He's been taking over the playmaking. He talked about after the game, last game against Memphis. Like he's like, I just need to look to set up others right now with how they're running offense and how D'Lo's coming off the bench. They don't really have a true point guard, so it's just been him. And like the books have caught up to him now. I mean, he's up to only 9.5 assists now. It's crazy. That's like old Chris Paul, James Harden level.
Big Kev's fiending NBL plays, he says.
NBL?
Said it's up
what
on
time's the game start?
Underdog and PrizePicks right now. I don't know.
Oh, we got time. We're about to get off anyway. It doesn't start for another 2 hours. Look at it. Both these teams are like for unders. Faux show.
Did someone say unders?
Oh yeah. This guy right here. This is him. Right here.
Josh
This is Underrated's all-time favorite player.
to go under.
Dude, this guy burned us last time because he took. Oh my gosh. He had the fakest game.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah. He's a He's a certified bum.
What's his line at?
13.5 is the highest it's ever been. It's usually 12.5. He's going against one of the best defenses in the league.
Oh, I'm all in. 10 units.
Last time he played this team, on October 25th, he dropped 9 points. He's coming off the stretch game, 16, 17 points. That's not normal for him, dude. I'm telling you.
Nuke.
He's not that guy.
Pairing it with Mike Tyson.
He's trash.
Josh Bannon. Can I find Josh Bannon on Bovada so I can nuke it by itself?
Let me see if it's on Bet365 right now. It probably, for sure is. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Minus 154 in the under. PrizePicks is slipping. I called it, bro.
Do they have it on Underdog too?
I don't know. That shit won't open for me.
That's so weird.
This dude is pure bum. I mean, guys, cool. I don't even have to say it. Just look at this dude, man. He looks like the guy at the YMCA who wants to play in a pickup game so bad.
13.5.
Like versus on the court.
They have his PRA too, 22.5. It's his points though, 13.5.
Oh yeah, that's the highest it's ever been.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me, Kev. Appreciate it.
What team does he play for?
Bullets, Brisbane.
Brisbane. The Bullets.
Yeah, you're going against the number one defense. Like they don't allow the lowest amount.
Bovada doesn't have them. Pussies.
I hate how they do that.
They just decide.
We like anything from Lakers here, man? The Spurs, they've not been a team to target because it's like it's a pace down matchup. Bottom 7 in pace. Their defense has actually not been that bad.
AOD said certified ass. Pure ass.
Yep. Not the good one either.
Pause.
All right, I'll say AD did not. AD looked like he didn't give a shit last game. He got into early foul trouble. Ended up picking up 5 fouls. Eventually, he just looked checked out, like he didn't want to be there. How did he do against Wemby last year? $45 and 60 fantasy. He had 45 in only 29 minutes. And the Spurs, how have they been doing against centers lately? Wow, they're not the same Spurs as last year, man. Last year they lived in like top 3 most fantasy allowed to centers and points. Maybe it's just like Wemby's playing more minutes and they're playing less Zach Collins. What are the lines? 20. Okay, his points have come back down. I mean, got up to 29.5. Now they're back down to like 27.5. But it's still pretty high. I mean, 80 should always be around like 25, 26.5. I know he's been killing it at the start of the season, but he's also dealing with the foot issue. Now the eye issue. I mean, we kind of saw this coming, right? That Redick was just relying on him too much and wearing him down. So they and they don't play on Saturday, right? Let's just double check. They do play on Saturday, so keep that in mind. Although they play, oh man, this is the day to play AD back in New Orleans. He always gets up for these games for show, but they haven't rested him on a back-to-back, right? So they should play in both. I wonder how Redick handles it. Is he going to front load the minutes? How is he done on the back-to-backs? 31 minutes. Or 38 there. Something to keep in mind. I feel like if the game starts to get out of hand just even a little bit, the flag could be waved sooner than normal, since they do play tomorrow. But I mean, they're playing the Pelicans. It's not like really gotta sweat them, because I'm sure the spread's gonna be high on that. But yeah, something to consider, especially guys like LeBron. Maybe they even rest LeBron on the back-to-back here. He played in the back-to-back this season. He did 34 minutes. Yeah, but just given the matchup that it's the Pelicans, maybe Redick will sit one of them, if not both, in the back end. Probably LeBron, I imagine. They did that last year, but new coaching staff. But last year they would sit either one or the other in a back-to-back. On the front end and then on the back end. Yeah, maybe alt LeBron's assists, but again, it's a pace down spot, so it's not the best matchup. So maybe not even force it and just wait till they play Pelicans tomorrow or Saturday. Load up on AD first half. I mean, his first half did come back down though. I saw he was at 13.5 points. He's usually been around 14.5. So you can consider that. His first quarter points is always money. 7.5 is favorable. It's usually 8.5. He usually plays the entire quarter, but lately he hasn't been. He's been playing. I noticed. He's been checking out a little bit earlier, around the 2.5 minute mark. So he's been playing about 9.5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, so I think they adjusted to that and brought him from 8.5 to 7.5. But he usually gets it done in that first quarter stint. But he's got big Wemby out there, the alien, on him, right? So we just saw this matchup. This is the last game they played. This is whoever makes the schedule for NBA. It's disgusting. I mean, I don't. Yeah, we already broke this game down. No reason to revisit it. Sengun racked up the RA, but he didn't get the scoring done like I thought. How many minutes did he end up playing? He only had 13 points. Played his normal 30 minutes, so his points are still 18.5. He even made a 3 in that game. You can always consider the under in him, man, for scoring for sure. I mean, but the RA, he got the RA, right? Yeah, he got his usual 17 RA. He's another bum. And then Van Vliet, he wasn't. I think they're full go. So, but Eamon Thompson came off the bench and went off. I think he had almost 50 fantasy, and then he ended up playing 34 minutes, which I don't understand. This Udoka's rotations, I don't get it. It's just like he can't make his mind up, or he just goes with a hot hand a lot of times. Yeah, so he does this with Jabari and Sengun. Like Sengun just doesn't touch the court in the fourth, and then Eamon plays the entire fourth. Or did Jabari get injured? I didn't see him on the injury report. I don't know, man. We talked about going under Jabari in that game too. I said we need to go back and revisit it, and I didn't, and I should have. Dude had 5 points. Rockets they're gross, man. Only player I like is Eason. I was excited about the Rockets at all the potential they had, but Udoka, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. And then Jalen, what did he do? His usual around 20 points. Yeah. What do you guys think? Harden, they were blowing him out, right? Like, why did they pull the starters so fast? Was it that big of a lead at the end of the third quarter? Like, usually Harden, the usual rotation for Harden is he'll check out with like 2 or 3 minutes left in the third, and then in a somewhat close game, he'll come back and play the entire fourth. So I don't. I don't know why they waved the flag that early. It ended up being an 8-point spread. We took Harden's alt, 17.5 points, and I'm glad we did because he finished with 19. But his first quarter, man, he had 12 points in the first quarter. Right? Yeah. Why are they keeping his line at 5.5 points and he's playing the entire first quarter? I would just take that, guys. Honestly, I know it's a first quarter prop, but like, I mean, if he's gonna take 8 shots, but we only need 3 to go in, I like the chances on that. I mean, he's gone under that only 3 games so far this season. So I don't know. It's not bad odds on FanDuel -122. I'm gonna jot that down. That's kind of crazy. At 6.5, dude's playing the entire quarter. With Harden, with his scoring, a lot of it is just in the first half, and he dies in the second half. He just passes more. It is. Be careful though. It is gonna be Friday, so that's when the shooting starts to go down for him. Zubac is coming back down to earth. Yeah. How did Powell do? 13 points. The natural regression. T-Wolves and Kings. All right, so just want to spend a few more minutes on this, and we're good. Or no, the Nuggets and Pelicans too. Where did I put it? DeRozan's already ruled out, so we're probably gonna get Keon Ellis starting in his place. And then we're gonna get Fox back to normal Fox here because DeRozan has really been changing his consistent productivity and eating into it. But yeah, we're gonna get full go Fox here. Not the best matchup, but I mean he should cook old man Conley, and then definitely Dante DiVincenzo when he checks in. The only problem is NAW is he's a pretty solid defender. He'll probably be on Fox a lot. I wonder if Conley loses out on minutes because of that. Because Fox is just too athletic and fast for Conley. And so it would make more sense because Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the direct backup of Conley. It would make sense to roll with NAW more here in this matchup. I might go under on Conley, guys. I think he's been maxing out at 24 minutes. I think in this matchup, he's got to go down to 20, maybe even 19. Let's just take a look. I think they got to phase him out, man. And it's not the best matchup, too, against the Kings. They don't really give up peripherals to point guards. Oh, he already played the Kings. Okay. He played 27 minutes and had 12 PRA. But that's early in the season when he was playing more minutes, right? He was playing 26, 27. But if you look, as the season's gone on, his minutes have just gone down. 21, 23, 26, 18. That's back-to-back. 24, 24. He's not playing. That was the start of the season. He's not playing his 27 minutes anymore. What's his PRA? 17.5? Yeah, I'm going to write that down. Only way he burns is if he gets hot from 3 and he makes his threes. That's no way he's going over, man.
Play that with old Josh Bannon.
Yes, he shot 3 of 5 from 3, 3 of 6 from 3, 2 of 6 from 3. Yeah, play with old Bannon. The bum duo squad here. But yeah, we just don't make your threes, bro. That's it.
Points or PRA?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And Mike Tyson's 49.5 total punches landed.
Okay. Well, so he's cleared the PRA in 4 of his 11, but then the points only 3 of 11. But I think either one, man. Look how bad he's just horrible, dude. I don't know, man. Oh man,
He goes perfect with Bannon.
I gotta write that.
He goes perfect with Bannon.
I mean, yeah, I would say, like, is there a game where he's gone over the points but not the PRA? No, it's directly tied. So okay, so I would say the points then PRA, because it would suck if you got like some fluke like rebounds and playmakes, right? We don't want to give him multiple outs. You're gonna have to beat us by yourself, old man. Yeah, I just think listening to the podcast on the T-Wolves, it just seems like he's gonna get shipped out. I think during the trade deadline, before the trade deadline, they're gonna bring in a new point guard, but then it's just sounded like they're gonna start moving to Nikhil Alexander-Walker more.
9.5 points.
Okay, 9.5 points.
I can put it up to 12.5 points.
That's not bad.
0.72. It's kind of a shitty payout, but if we can't get old Josh Bannon anywhere else, so it might be smart to just do that Conley with it. Right? Because I can't get Bannon anywhere else, but if I throw Conley, he's going to have to score 13 to beat me.
Yeah, see, he does have fluke rebound games and assists, so yeah, I think the points is the way to go. I think you're right.
Alt it or just leave it at 9.5 and say fuck him. You could do both.
He just can't make don't make your threes, bro. That's it. When he's out there, how are they giving up the three ball? The Kings
way down there.
about average.
Oh, are they in the middle? I thought they were at the bottom.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mike Conley. I'll just leave it at 12.5. Make it.
Hey, if he burns this, man, I'll live with that, man. Just, I mean, look at it. Look at the charts, the thought process behind it. Like, I think the minutes go down.
He's only gone over 12.5 points one time.
Huh?
He's only gone over 12.5 points one time. Is that what we're looking at there?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna alt him to 12.5. Yeah. And that was against the Bulls, like
so
the fast.
All I have to do
matchup.
is basically all I'm doing is cheering for Bannon to stay under 13.5, and I'll consider it a win. Right? Perfect.
Yep.
All right. I'm in.
All right. Unders for the win.
Should I post that? Everyone should ride with this. I posted in the NBL channel.
Is it like a normal book? Is it Bovada?
No, it's Underdog.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll post
Fox?
it for Alaroct. That's what I call him.
Do we want Fox? Something here? This is the first game we're gonna see without DeRozan. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the team's pretty much the same, so we know what to expect, right? Matchup wise, hold on, I want to look at Conley real quick. Oh my God, the Kings are dead last in spot up shooting defense against the point guard. But I mean, he just played him 6 points. Come on. Transition. I mean, T-Wolves have been average, below average against point guards like Fox, so I would say he's had good games against him last year, and that was obviously with DeRozan not on the team, but Monk was out both those games. He's been crushing the glass, man. Maybe the PR. They've been giving it up to point guards on the glass. Backcourt. Average. They're not giving up points to point guards, though, are they? They give up the least amount. But that could be a function of who they played, too. Who have they played? Scoot, Sharp, Hero. Yeah, I mean, they played Westbrook, Chris Paul. LaMelo only had 19. What's the total in this game? Average 220, 222 and a half. It's a 2.5 point spread. It's the late night hammer. It's the only one that's on at that time. Oh man, keep this in mind though. The Kings do play on Saturday though, so this is the front end, back to back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is all NBA Cup games too. Okay. Man, I mean, Gobert's been getting cooked by centers. Absolutely cooked. How is Sabonis? How's he done in the past? But I mean, I don't know what's going on with Gobert. He's trying to work his way to the FPA, the French league, as soon as he can. But Sabonis has been his normal average self against him, at least last year. Let's just quickly. I just want to look at this, and then we'll just talk about Jokic potentially being out, and we'll do UFC and call it a night. What am I looking for? Blazers underrated team here. We're gonna look at what the centers did against them back-to-back nights. Two different centers for the Blazers: Time Lord and the rookie.
Blazers are so bad when you say that they're my team. It's like you're joking.
I'm not. That's your team, bro. They're playing really good basketball right now.
They beat the Timberwolves without.
Twice.
Oh, they won the second time too. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Look at Time Lord, bro. 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 19 points on Gobert in 25 minutes.
How did he do so well?
25 minutes.
Why was he 9 for 10 from the field? What the fuck?
Bro, when have you ever seen Time Lord score that much?
Never. Never. Like 11, I thought was his career high.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the rookie had a career game in his young career. He had Time Lord was out, so he started and played 31 minutes, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 8 blocks, and 17 points.
How is that guy? Is he good?
I mean, he's your average as they come.
Bunk.
I mean, that's just I'm just pointing out how bad fucking Gobert is. Like, what happened here?
Must be mental.
Well, with that said, I would put Sabonis fantasy. I mean, the stocks are just insane right now on Gobert. And I'm sure it's not all just on Gobert because he doesn't have that much shot volume. I would just do full game.
When you're brave enough to do it under 9.5
points. What?
When you're brave enough to do it under 9.5, I just saw it written. Just looks funny. 9.5 and you're going under. Poor Conley.
You know it got me like not scared of lines like that anymore is playing EuroLeague and Aussie unders. Because the games are shorter because only 40 minutes, not 48. But it just makes you less fearful because you just get used to looking at those lines. It's like if you just watch scary movies all the time and you don't get scared of them anymore, right? I'm not scared of Conley and his 9.5 points.
Yeah, you've seen it all. You've gone under 9.5 many times and been successful.
I have gone under 7.5.
Damn. Breonna Turner, 5.5.
Yeah. No, we took her under at 4.5.
I swear I've seen 1.5 for like a first half.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Oh wait, I'm wrong, bro. There's 12 games.
Oh really? I thought there was 9.
I forgot the Warriors game on here.
They must not have them all written on Bovada yet. I only saw 9.
Yeah, there's 12 games. Well, Yeah, the Warriors game I forgot to put on here, but I'm gonna stay away, bro. Like Memphis is actually playing really good basketball. Like these young guys, they're so good at developing players, man. Them and OKC are the best, and Scottie Pippen is he's an elite defender, and Warriors coming off that emotional win just feels like a letdown spot. That's just me being biased, personal perspective, or biased perspective, but I'm gonna stay away from the Warriors. And for Memphis, yeah, probably not touching anything either. I would say both teams could have an average performance with decent defenses. Or Warriors have been playing elite defense, but yeah, it makes me not like Scottie Pippen. But look what I found in my old stash. This is why you keep every rookie card you ever get, because you never know if 2 years ago you said, oh, this is trash. This is Scottie Pippen auto. You like that underrated? Can you see it? He's gone. I'll just show him to him later.
Oh, I was on mute.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, I was talking. I was saying that. I was like, that shit's tight. I said you should send it in and get graded.
No, it's not numbered or anything, but it's auto. It's a real auto. I'll just keep it for personal collection PC. I'm not trying to sell it or anything.
Yeah, they're
Or
just
maybe-
fun to have
maybe if
slabbed
he-
up.
Maybe what's that?
They're just fun to have slabbed up, as they say.
Yeah. Keep it on the desk. And maybe if he does something crazy for us and wins us a lot of money sometime this year, I'll do like a giveaway. You can give him away to someone who will appreciate it. But right now, I really like him.
Do you think they have a Josh Bannon card?
Probably.
That'd be sick.
I think so.
Or if they don't, maybe we could DM him and ask him for autograph.
Oh, there we go. 99 cents, bro.
Or best offer. Like, you might want to offer less. How about 50 cents?
Auto.
No.
No autos of him.
He's probably never signed an autograph.
You can get Josh Green autos at 99 cents now.
How fucking...
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. 99 cents and his autograph. Damn.
Look at him. He's so good, bro.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at his knee
He
pad.
wears those knee pads every game, too.
Oh, I like him. 2024 Topps Chrome MBO. Okay.
Yep.
Somebody went through the trouble to took that picture and put it up there for 99 cents. That's crazy.
I know.
Wow. All right. Well, just score less than 14 today, and I'll be okay.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, so not much I got going on for the Warriors game. Action, or planned to, unless there's some crazy news or something, someone in or out. But yeah, a tough matchup for both Scottie Pippen and Steph. Nuggets and Pelicans. Jokic just popped up on the report, questionable. I've not read any details on it, but you want him to play in this spot because it's absolute smash spot. He should go crazy in the first half. Centers are just good. Centers have been just feasting on the rookie Yebes, so Jokic should have no problem here. But yeah, we just don't know if he's gonna play. I looked and I didn't see. They don't play on Saturdays, so I think it's not like him being held out for front end of a back-to-back or anything. So maybe he's dealing with a real injury here. Hard to say. But yeah, I know his line's gonna be super high, but I wouldn't touch full game, even though Nuggets are only 6.5 point favorites. But yeah, I just worry because Pelicans, they started off really hot against OKC that last game, hung with them, even had the lead, but then they just like got obliterated at the end. So I could see the same thing here if the Nuggets are firing all cylinders. But yeah, really good spot for Jokic. And I just haven't been playing any Pelicans props. I don't think it's worth it. But I mean, Boston, depending on his lines, could be pretty terrible here. Oh yeah, how did Trey do in that game? Oh, he got his points 14. He hooked on the dot. He had 14. His line was 14.5. Boston against OKC had average 22. Yep. What's Jokic's first quarter points? 7.5. Never know what that means. Sometimes you need to start the game passing them, so making the first quarter even more volatile. I'm just curious. I want to see. Jaw's not expected back anytime soon, is he? I don't think I checked the injury report on Memphis, but it's kind of weird that they don't have Pippen or Marcus Smart or anybody on here. So maybe that makes me think Ja popped up as questionable, upgraded. I don't see anything. Okay, and then lastly, the last game we need to talk about is Suns Thunder. Beal was already ruled out, so we're gonna get Josh Okogie coming off that monster game for him playing, and then just D-Book, and then Nurk's usual questionable tag. And the Thunder are full go, besides Chet being out. Thunder's only 7.5 point favorites at home, 225.5 total. SGA could have a game here for sure. Kind of chilled against the Pelicans and only turned it on late when they needed him to. But the Suns are starting to be like the Suns of the old and give it up to the backcourt. He dropped 35 in both meetings last year. Gonna be playing some of the same guys tomorrow as he did in those two games. Same bench pieces. I mean, Grayson Allen's questionable. He might not play again, but yeah.
J. Cole put the skull emoji up. I think that means he likes Josh Bannon.
It's his favorite player for faux show.
Okay. J.
Yeah,
Cole,
man.
Josh Bannon. Gates. Walker Kessler. I have a lot of favorites.
Yeah, Suns right now are bottom 2 in pick and roll defense. So still, I remember we said take Fox against the Suns the other day. And what did Fox finish with? Well, I guess DeRozan he did go out early in that game, but Fox versus Suns, I think he had a monster game again. Just play Fox every time he plays the Suns, bro. I mean, look at this. I mean, he just destroys them every time. 50, 53, 49, 62, 48, 46, 57 fantasy. He's cleared it every time, his fantasy line. He had 57 fantasy, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 stocks to boot. And he runs a pick and roll a lot in SGA. What does he do? He runs a pick and roll and runs isolation, but most of the time it's going to be pick and roll. 30% of his scoring is from that, and then isolation, obviously. So he should score a lot here. I would just say fantasy, but you got to hope the game stays close, man. With no Beal, can Josh Okogie hold it down? What do you think, guys? Can he drop 20? What do you drop? 28? Josh Okogie, man. The guy's washed up T-Wows, former T-Wows. I don't know if I have faith in him, man.
No. He's done his best work in his life. He's done. He's on the way down, for sure.
25 points, 8 rebounds, bro.
That's all he had left, though. That was his, like, he has nothing left after that.
Yeah, that was a career game. I mean, you're gonna have to have a masterclass from D-Book. So if you play SGA, maybe you stack it with D-Book here, but it's a tough matchup, man. Case and Walls, he's gonna see a lot of Dort. He's gonna be in the Dort chamber. How's he done against Dort in the past? Solid 14 points in 27 minutes. Only played him one time last year. Yeah, man. D-Book is I don't know, guys. What's up with him, man? Is it like a head case thing with him? I mean, all this shit that went down, all those issues you have with different players, and I don't know.
I think he's just done. He's done it the best he can do already, and he hasn't won. So he's just like, what can I do?
And he had that 150-point game, and he's like, I can't. I'm good now.
For sure.
When he's like the youngest player to have a 50-point game, one of the youngest. Him, LeBron, Giannis, or something like that.
He just seems burnt out. He's burnt out on it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, great spot for SGA here.
Someone who's not burnt out on
tracking.
it. SGA wants to go.
Yeah, I might alt his points actually, like on Flip. Because at 30, he's just always like right there, man. And a lot of it's just due to game script. Like, because if you look at all these games right here, like a lot of them are just blowouts, bro. Like 24 points, 1 by 19, 1 by 23. They just like win by double digits every time, and he just loses out on minutes. So, yeah, a lot of these games he's only playing 28 to 30 minutes. So I might just alt all his points on Flip, and then play his first half on PrizePicks. But yeah, let's see what value we can get on that. I'm gonna call it a night, or on NBA, and just do share or UFC real quick.
iPhone 14.
Let's see if we put them down at. They have them at like 24.5, maybe 25.5. 24.5. Yeah. Okay. Cool with that. All right. Should UFC now? I think cover most of that stuff. Most of the games. This is just like a first pass, man. Just talk about the games, and then that way when we go back and look at them tomorrow, it triggers every time. I just feel like it makes it so much easier the next day. It's like, okay, I know a game. I hate when I don't look at it the night before and I open slate first time the day of, because then it's like you gotta
For sure.
go through the whole thing. Yeah. Now we have a head start. So, okay, UFC, man, let's do it. Let's first talk about Tyson. Who's gonna win?
Oh,
who's gonna win?
I'm scared, bro. I want Tyson.
I heard it's gonna be fixed. It's already pre-planned. It's like WWF.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's the rumor, bro.
It doesn't seem like it. Mike Tyson doesn't seem like the type of person who could fake how he talks and what he says. But maybe he's just a master at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never know. But I don't think so.
I mean, he does smoke a lot of weed, so maybe he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get high and just do whatever they say.
But what about his little videos that he posts? They do look pretty cool. The way he ducks, weaves, punches, hooks, uppercuts. They do look pretty cool.
Isn't that's part of the gimmick though, right? That's like how WWF does it.
It is, but like, who can look like him when he does that? Like, no one really looks cool when they do that. They're, oh, look at him. Oh, he's sparring. Oh, he's...
Yeah.
Mike Tyson does it. You're like, oh, shit. Did they put that in fast forward or something? That's how good it looks.
You're not wrong.
It's scary.
You're not wrong.
So...
Yeah, I saw some of those clips, man. He still looks scary as hell.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, does he only have, like, a minute of that left in him because he's 58? Or is he going to do that for 8 rounds? And the fact the rounds
No
are 2
way.
minutes, that helps him.
Yeah.
But
Also, they cut it down to like women. That's like the women boxers. They do 2 minutes, right?
yeah, it's 2 minutes, 8 rounds. So,
Mm.
I mean, I remember the old Mike Tyson fights. The bell would ring, and he would just run at the dude. Remember? He'd like kick his feet up and shit. Just you'd be like, "Oh, this dude's crazy!" Like a fucking bull, just running at the dude.
He should do. I mean, he should do that against Paul.
I think he will.
To
I think he will.
try to get him out early.
I think he will go crazy on him. But he is 58, so we are comparing him to when he was in his late 20s. Shit, early 20s when he was champ. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. I'll tell you that.
I hope the authenticity is real. Like I worry with anything to do with the Paul family or brothers, like, and then now Netflix and being on Netflix, like, I don't know, man, it just has me concerned. Like, more skeptical, I guess, but I hope not. Well, we'll see. I mean, I feel like we'll be able to tell, right?
You'll be able to tell more than you know right now, at least. Right now, who knows? But after we watch it, we'll have an idea. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna play out at all. I really
even the Mike Perry fight looked kind of weird.
Mike Perry fight was stupid because Mike Perry's just too small, and he's not even a boxer. Like Jake Paul always fights people that aren't even boxers. Like he's fought one real boxer and he's lost. So the only thing is Mike Tyson's that old. That's the only thing. Obviously, if Mike Tyson was prime Mike Tyson, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But
well, let me ask you this: have you put money on Mike Tyson?
Not yet, but I wanted to. The only thing is, I get scared when I put money on something that I want to have happen, and then when it doesn't happen, I get double sad. So I kind of try to stay away from it.
I know how that goes. I never bet on my favorite teams or players in that sense. So
I'll probably put a little on it just for fun, but nothing to like that I would even notice if I lost.
Yeah. That was like me with Max Holloway the other day. UFC event. Like I didn't I didn't put any money on him, but I cheered for him, and
I already knew he was gonna lose, so I just bet on other dude and pretend like I did.
Yeah, he got his ass knocked out.
Then I checked my account later and it was higher, so I was happy.
Well, what's the what's the odds? Is it
they're moving towards Tyson, actually, because it was plus 190 for Tyson earlier today, and then I looked about an hour ago and it was plus 170. So
okay,
people were betting Tyson. Seeing those little clips, I think
it's because the public. I mean, majority of the public wants to see that. And I mean, who's cheering for Paul besides the people that are betting on him?
Everyone who's a person who bets, it seems like, is betting on Jake Paul. Like they're like, come on, bro, Jake Paul's gonna win. But I don't care about that. I don't want Jake Paul to win. So
me neither.
Fuck that.
Me neither. Well, for those who are watching it, it's supposed to. I mean, the event, the card starts at 8 or 11, right? 8 p.m. Eastern, and then the Tyson's supposed to be around 11. They estimate
11 Eastern,
p.m. Eastern.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I've been waiting.
Yeah, because it's like I think it's like 5 or 6 total fights, and it's on Netflix live. But then they just estimate that the final main event, Tyson Paul, would be like around 11 Eastern. So it should be interesting, man. It's been a while because there was a delay on it due to health reasons, and now we're finally here. I didn't even realize until like earlier this week, and on the radio told me that it was on Friday.
Yep.
I just been focused on UFC. And speaking of that, let's quickly go through it, man.
John Jones,
man. He's losing his lust, bro. But he's just been gone for so long, and so is Stipe, right? When was the last time Stipe fought? 4 years ago.
Yeah. and he got flatlined.
Yeah. He
So-
looked awful.
So basically, Dana White's saying, hey, you haven't fought for 4 years. You got knocked the fuck out by Ngannou, and your first fight back will let you fight for the belt. Okay, that makes sense. That's how shitty UFC is.
Because Dana White loves John Jones.
Yep.
This is like every conference they make fun of Dana.
I used to love John
Pound-
Jones. John
pound
Jones
for
used to
pound
be
fighter.
my favorite. He used to be my favorite. Then he lost to Reyes,
John
and I
Jones?
was like, yeah. I mean, he didn't lose, but he really
Oh,
lost.
but then wait, what about when he got caught with steroids? Did you start to not like him?
No, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
whatever.
And then he had it off the ring shit, right? Like
Yeah,
crack
that is kind of weird. I just try to ignore that part of it and then just say, well, when he's in the ring, he's dope. But I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of his career, he wasn't that exciting.
he was pretty boring fights, right?
Yeah. But he's fighting the most boring fighter in the world, Stipe, so I'm pretty sure he's going to win this, but the odds are not even takeable, really.
Minus 725. And then I think on flip it's even worse. But let me ask you this. Do you think I think it's going to be a boring I agree. I think it's going to be a boring fight. Do you think it goes
I think it'll be a good fight.
deep in deep water? Like
that I don't
or do you
know.
think it's going to be early like second round? Third round.
I think that they could they want it to go deep and maybe make it a good fight. And imagine if Stipe wins, they're going to do it again. So I don't know. It's all bullshit to me. It's not my favorite fight.
Yeah. Well, the reason I brought it up, they have or asked that question, they have on Underdog and PrizePicks, they have if you want access to if you don't have books or don't want to bet on like money lines or just want some action on the card, they have John Jones at 40. Last time I checked, it was 40 and a half significant strikes. I mean, he'll get that easily. It's just if the fight goes long enough, right? Obviously. So yeah, I think definitely consider that. Either one of them, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trust Stipe, but I would trust more so John Jones, and he does, and especially when he does his leg kicks as well. They'll count those as significant strikes. But let me just see on the books if they've updated that or not. But those can be tricky props because you're also you're not only betting on them to land the strikes, but you're betting on the fight to go long enough. But yeah, I'm still gonna take John Jones. I mean, it's just set up for him to. Oh, he's at 44.5 in the books now. Let's see if they don't. A lot of these books don't release their lines until later. So I don't know where PrizePicks and Underdogs are getting their lines from because I look everywhere. I look at like DK, FanDuel, all the sites, and they don't release them until like Thursday or Friday. But PrizePicks and Underdog will have them up like starting like a week before, way in advance. Okay, they bumped him a little bit. He went from 40 to 42.5. Stipe's at 29.5. Okay. I'm taking I'm gonna core John Jones. I'm believing him here. Stipe looked completely washed. Hasn't fought in 4 years. He looks done. But yeah, who knows with John Jones too? I mean, he's dealt with injuries. He's been out for a while. So, but let's see if he lives up to being the GOAT. Other core, I can't believe I'm doing this. I usually don't do this, man. Like I usually try to stay away from the main events and co-main events as much as possible. But the fighters I just trust a lot, just given their track record. And Charles Oliveira, man, is one of my favorite fighters. I mean, how many fights? What is he? 34 and something? Yeah, 34 and 10. They fought already. If you go back and watch the fight, it was kind of scary, man. Because Chandler, I think basically beat him because the ref could have called it, and then the bell rang, so Charles was definitely saved by the bell. Did you watch that fight, Underrated?
Mm-hmm. I forget exactly how it went down though.
He caught him with the left hook and then got him up against the cage and then eventually knocked him down and then was doing just massive blows, ground and pound, and the ref was getting real close to calling it, and then the bell rang. So, I mean, the ref could have, if he was just a second earlier, could have called it. And then Charles came out to start the next round, caught him with the hook, Chandler with the hook, and then caught him again as he was falling back towards the cage. And that was it. So, yeah, I think as long as Charles can survive the first round, because what Chandler will do is that you just like suppress as fast and hard as he can early on, and is super aggressive. If Charles can just survive the first round, it'll be good. And Charles is a phenomenal grappler too. I mean, he loves to fight off his back. So even if like Chandler, because Chandler would like to go for a takedown and put someone on their back, and yeah, Charles loves that. So I'm gonna stick with Charles here, man. I'm gonna core him up. I believe in him. He's coming off what, two losses? One loss was against Armand. Who's up and rising star. So in wrestling, and Charles almost had him too, man. We bet opposite on this fight, underrated. I don't know if you remember. I had Charles, you had Armand, and Charles had him in that headlock on laying down, and I thought it was it, dude, and he just couldn't lock it in before the bell rang. So I think he had a couple of submission attempts in that fight. Charles did good. Yeah, he's coming off like 2 recent losses. Yep. I mean, Islam is Islam, right? You're not gonna. No one beats him. So, what do you think, underrated? Are you scared for him?
That's a hard one, man. That's a hard one. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go Charles, but then with the odds seem about right. So
the odds are right. He's not too juiced.
Yep.
Because a lot of people on this card are juiced. There's massive juice on this card.
Yeah. So.
Man, yeah, but Chandler has a puncher's chance, no doubt. We saw it in the recent fight. So, I still want to core him. I'm definitely going to do a stuff without him for that reason. And without John Jones. Traditionally, I just stay away from main events and co-main events because I just feel like the fighters on both sides have a chance, a legitimate chance.
The John Jones and the Bo, what's his fuck?
Nickel?
Oh, Nickel. Those odds are like, you put those with anything and they don't really help you unless you already have like a minus 150 or something. So
yeah, it's crazy, dude. Minus 50, you gotta.
It's not even worth it.
You started at minus 700, now you went all the way up to minus 1500. But here's the thing: is Paul Craig's no slouch, bro. Like I know Paul Craig's gonna lose, but Paul Craig, he's beat who did he beat recently? He beat
You're like,
Jamal Hill, who recently fought for the belt.
That was so long ago.
And he beat Ankalaev, right? Didn't he beat Ankalaev? Am I tripping? Yeah, he did. I watched that fight.
2018 though.
Huh?
He's just old now. You know when guys start losing, they just fall off the edge. I think he's there.
Fallen off. Yeah, sure.
He's there. They're like, here, Bo Nickel.
But I don't know. He's the Bear Jew. That's his nickname.
Yeah, he's not gonna win, but it's not worth putting a minus 1500 and adding it to something.
I agree. So I put Bo. I'll put Bo. I'm gonna take him off. I mean, there's no reason. I had it on here when the odds were a little bit better on that.
Do it for fun. I could see the fun in it. Just
pick.
To say, yay, I'm cheering for him. Yay, that one won too.
I don't want to cheer for him. He's not like that to me. But all 3 of these guys should definitely win. And I'm putting as solid picks, but their odds are terrible. All of them are over minus 1,000. He's one of the fighting nerds. Everyone's on fighting nerds nowadays. He's minus 950. And then Onama is minus 1,500. So, I mean, all those guys, obviously solid picks, but the odds it's not really worth it, right? So, so main picks, and then I really like Karine Silva here, man. I watched her, and they're really hyping her up, man, in the UFC. And I think they want to fast track her. She's up and rising star. Really, really nice striking power. And the odds aren't terrible. She did start at minus 250. Now she keeps going up in some books. So, yeah, I like her as a core piece as well. I tend to not like betting on women, but they've been treating me good recently, so I'm gonna stick with them, man. And we're gonna need her to help with these odds as well. So, these really juice lines. And then I got some slight leans of Veronica Hardy. It's a mixed bag. Talking to some of my friends in UFC and others, like some people think Hardy's a slam dunk, and other ones think Mora has a chance. So that's why the odds are what they are at minus 140 plus 120. So she's just a filler piece. And then I have Oban Elliott. I might move him up in the ranks, man. More and more I watch him. I like him, man. I think he's got this. What do you think? You watched him at all?
I don't really know that much about him.
I went back and watched him. He's young. So there's not, I don't know, I guess been around that much, but gained popularity. But I think I like what I've seen. So I don't know if I want to core him, but definitely will use him as a parlay piece. I also think that goes over the 1.5 rounds too, but I hate betting on that as well. And now Hardy, I think that's a typical women flyweight that you can bet on over the round, 2.5 rounds for good, or go the distance.
Those ones are cool sometimes. When
Yeah,
the
the
girls,
women
they don't
flyweight
have
ones.
the knockout power.
Yeah, that one, I think that one's pretty slam dunk, unless you just get a lucky like submission or something like that. But the odds are worse than if you just take Veronica Hardy's money line. But yeah, Veronica Hardy, I mean, she's not a guarantee, so it's probably higher odds of just taking the rounds on her than taking her. So let's just let's build a little one slip to get that ready and call it a night. Okay, we'll do John Jones. And what do we shoot for? At least minus 130 here?
Yeah, definitely.
For our little team slip? Let's do it. Do John Jones. You don't want to do Charles, it sounds like.
You could do Charles. We just can't do Charles on more than one.
No. But this is like our... Let's make this our most confident.
Most confident, safest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I didn't talk about it. I like Denise as a underdog. He's not like a huge underdog. It's plus 120, but I think this fight.
Yeah.
I think this fight would be good for live betting. Honestly, for like underrated. I know you do live betting, but you'll be able to tell right away who's gonna win this fight between Tiberia and Denise.
Yeah. If you like him, you just do him by itself. Do a plus 120 and be good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. Or if you wanted to pair him with John Jones or something like that. Okay, so most confident picks, we're gonna do Jones. Oh, and I didn't talk about our boy McGee. You gotta like McGee, man. And Martinez, who he's facing, he looked like shit against Aldo in that recent fight. It was Aldo's fight before Aldo fought our boy who shouldn't have won.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Martinez looked like crap, man. Oh, McGee's a favorite that much now? Oof. It was almost even money line. I like McGee. But we don't have to core him. And then we'll put Oliveira and then Silva, and that will put us at plus 102. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the one.
Or if we don't want to go with the women, who else do you like from what we discussed?
If I
want to go with 2.5 rounds? You want to see what that looks like for Veronica? That's minus 325.
Ooh.
So that puts us at a plus 100.
That's probably even easier. It's probably better. I like that.
It's not bad. And then,
But I have a feeling you like the money line better for her.
I do. My hit rate is so bad with betting on rounds, dude, versus just the straight up money line.
Then don't do it. Don't do it. Put her money line back in.
Especially when I try to predict violence and like someone getting knocked out or get submitted. But I will say they're going back to the old gloves now. They've been using those new gloves, and I think that's why there's been less knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're going back to the old ones. Something came on.
That was quick.
Yeah. No, I think I'll do this one. I think, I'm pretty sure like all her fights go the distance in Veronica's, so
If it's minus 325, it should. And then you don't have to cheer for anyone to win. You just cheer for no one to get whooped. It's kind of cool.
It's
almost like we're betting over. It's the word over, but really it's an under. It's like betting for, we're hoping nothing happens. It's like the same feeling as betting under. In basketball or football. Do nothing. The more nothing you do, the more I win.
Oh man, yeah, but see, I haven't watched her yet. I need to go back because she was on the Contender Series. Like I can easily watch that, and I'm sure these are on YouTube. She has the knockout, and then but her last fight was a decision. But our girl Veronica's never been
submitted or knocked out.
No, she has, but that was back in 2019 against Jillian Robertson, and then Ashley Lee Evans knocked her out. 2016. She's coming off a 3 win streak. All this by decision. I don't know. Okay. You know what? We're going with Oban. Feel good about him.
Do it.
Oban's got us. Oh, he's all the way up to minus 340 now.
That's okay.
So minus 102. I talked to my UFC buddy on this, and he's pretty confident on Oban. It's like one of his ones he was most confident on. So
okay.
Besides Charles, yeah.
There it is then.
And then let's build the DGen parlay here. I'm gonna say let's throw in McGee.
Got to put those 3 in right now.
You can probably find better odds than Fliff, obviously.
I'm Bavada.
Throw McGee, throw in Silva.
John Jones fucking loses. Because that's why
I'm definitely doing a slip with no main event and no co-main.
Okay, good.
For sure.
Yeah, because I don't want him to ruin everything, because that's just the worst.
And then let's take this to go over 2.5. Okay. This is full DGen. Slip. It's not even worth throwing these guys that are minus 1,000 in this.
Bavada gave me plus 115.
Man, it's such better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not gonna really help us, right?
I'm gonna post it in the UFC chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna see. Can we get up to plus 1,000? Here we go. Full DGen plus 1,275. John Jones, Oliveira, Oban Elliott, McGee, Silva, Veronica Hardy over 2.5 rounds, Rufi to win, Bo Nickel, and Denise the underdog of the day plus 120 on him, and that gives us plus 1,275 full DGen 9-leg parlay. I always do one big huge UFC parlay for each card for fun, low unit. One of them recently I missed by just one. It wasn't. I actually didn't do one for the Rocky Arms. No, I did a 7 leg that hit. I did a 7 leg. I didn't do a 9 or 10. I think Flip max you on 11. I think legs.
I wouldn't know.
But it's fun because it just makes it like if you're hitting them all and you're watching the card,
you get that much. You get that much more angry when the 11th one misses.
Yeah, that's why you don't bet on the main event.
Right.
That's gonna win, and then I think I gotta do one without Charles and without Jones. So I'm gonna go. If I go Silva, McGee, Oban.
Oh, they have a Mike Tyson free little thing on PrizePicks. 0.5 punches landed. That's funny. You better land one.
This one's not bad, dude. If you want to just do Silva and McGee, I give you plus 111 on Flip at least. Feel pretty good about McGee as well.
McGee's minus 142. What's it on Flip?
165.
Damn, 142 is playable by itself.
Yeah. I mean, he's looked really good lately, and Martinez has not at all. So I'm just kind of surprised that he's not more of a favorite, you know? Like McGee's coming off. Well, I guess it's because he's only had 3 official UFC fights, and it was all recently. He's won all 3, sub and KO in all 3 of them. He's won in the distance.
Josh Banham starts in 35 minutes.
Oh shit! If he goes over, I'll go over the bridge with him.
He's not going over.
Yeah, the odds are just crazy on some of these guys, man. I got a lot of them, so I think I'm just gonna throw in, mix and match, and do maybe like a combination of 2 different slips with throwing in like either Oban, Elliott, or McGee to improve the odds. You know, I tend to like the prelim fights more too. I feel like just the hit rate's better. It's just a little bit easier to predict, in my opinion, than the main card fights. So, makes me like Oban even more. So, I feel like our hit rate is so much higher on the prelims. And he's the second fight of the day, so we'll know right away if it's going to be a good day or a bad day. But so far, it's been great Saturdays. We're like on a 3-weekend streak of hitting all our slips, so just keep it going, man. Let's see how the weigh-ins look tomorrow. Hopefully none of the fights get canceled, like John Jones, for whatever reason.
I gotta go watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson weigh-in right now. I heard Tyson punches him or pushes him or something. Can't wait to see that fakeness.
That suggests it's fixed even more so.
I can't wait.
All right, guys. You want to call it a night, Underrated?
Sure, why not? We'll get to some Josh Bannons, and tomorrow we'll have some Mike Tysons and a bunch of NBA. Yep. So
ton of NBA, lot of pending news on key guys, Jokic and others. So we gotta watch out for that, and gonna dive into it more.
Find a few unders.
Oh, faux show. They're out there.
I'll have
There's Mike Conley's out there waiting for you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's all I need. I live on
Yep.
Mike Conley's.
Yep. All right, guys. Fun streaming like old times at night.
All right. We shall be back tomorrow,
Io,
I guess.
Cole, Gates, everyone, Kevin. Yep. All right. Back at it tomorrow.
All right, man. Have a good one. I'll see you in chat for some bannons.
All right. Peace, guys.